Good evening. Welcome to Geno 99. Dick Herman here. We're getting ready for the big game here between Nantucket and Millis. Millis Hopedale, if you want to be a co-op team. We see the co-captains out there, Dylan Perry and Keegan Bartlett. As the coin is tossed, and looks like Nantucket's going to be receiving, and that's always good. I'm sorry, that was Vaughn Cooper out there. Vaughn Cooper, Cooper Vaughn. Voigt, Cooper Voigt. I'll get this right yet. I'm all confused here. Cooper Voigt is the other co-captain. And I'd like to mention that all these games are brought to you by these fine sponsors. Humphrey Electric, The Box, Furry Friends of Nantucket, Island Pharmacy, Martin Bork Painting, At a Glance Window Treatments, The Inquirer and Mirror, Island Variety, David Goodman Tiling, Cam Appliance, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Matticat Marine, Nantucket Insurance, Lindsay Incorporated, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation, and now we hear the national anthem. Good job of the national anthem there, and that was sung by Tanisha Baptiste, and the rest of our fine sponsors for the fall season: Fairgrounds Restaurant, Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation, Dornell and Ford, Sign Here, Island Carpets, The Sea Grill, Island Pharmacy, Island Lumber, Joe Rapaki CPA, Killen Real Estate, Congdon and Coleman Insurance, Brock Insurance, Axe Screen and Window Repair, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Civic League, Nantucket Booster Club, Nantucket Airlines, and Nantucket Electric. We thank all these fine sponsors for bringing you portions of the fall season. Dick Herman here, Geno Gang on camera, and John Stanton did join us. Must have been a big backup at the under 12 item line at the Stop and Shop. As
my helicopter just touched down on that.
John always bulks up on those little goodies for the game.
Hey, ask me this: why does a high school kid singing the national anthem sound so much better than it does when I watch the Celtics Patriots game?
Well, she practices and she knows the words and she wants to do it.
And not a big production number.
97% of those people don't know the words, and the other 3% don't want to do it. There's the kickoff.
Pretty good kick by the Whales, taking it at that 10-yard line. Making some room down home, makes a nice move to the outside, brought down at the 35.
I thought Nantucket won the toss, and they probably did win the toss and deferred, but I was all discombobulated here. I was getting names backwards, and I was having a tough time. And when you didn't show up, John, I was nervous.
Oh, yeah. James Aloisi and Hunter Gray. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the big Geno TV pregame show.
One of the biggest in the...
It was huge. All right, Millis Hopedale now. Do we have a nickname for these guys? All right, little handoff to the right. Finds a little seam, pretty close to a first down. If he didn't get it, the Whalers weren't able to hold the edge there and close it down.
The guy to keep your eye on is one of the captains for Millis, number 77, John Baker. He's listed as 6'3", 300, but I think he's bigger than that. And he's a guard. He pulls, and he's a Division I prospect. And Michigan's looking at him among other schools.
It's going to be second and about 4. Mills back to their running game again. This time it's stopped up. Whalers had a chance to stop that first down. In fact, to knock them back behind the line of scrimmage. 1, 2, 3 tackles missed. It's not enough to come up like you're going to hit someone. You have to actually hit them.
Yeah, Von Campen was there first. Von Campen catches him in the backfield, and as you say, it would have been a loss.
Whalers with a 5-man front. Shotgun formation. They're going to look for a pass over the middle. Complete to number 33. He gets a little running room. Unless he's caught, he's going to go into the end zone. He's at the 10. Touchdown. Millis doesn't take long. 3 plays on the opening drive, and they are in the end zone.
Yeah, that went 60, let's see, not 60, 50, 48, yeah, 52 yards. And again, missed tackles, John, all the way down the field. Two or three people had a chance to hit him.
That was Tyler Angel. He got the ball in the middle of the field, and he was wide open. He was wide open to make the catch. Not a difficult throw, and then he just took his time and ran hard, and couldn't get a. Nobody could bring him down, and not huge tackles, and he's bulling his way out. Just missed tackles. All right, they're going to go for 1 point, right through. And it is 7-0, Millis Hopedale.
And
flag down on the play.
It'll be a roughing the kicker, so the kick will be good.
Oh,
and
wow.
Hopedale Millis will get a probably a 15-yard tacked on here. So
it's down that end of the field, Dick, where if you're in the wrong place in the big broadcast booth there, you can't see it at all.
That's the.
So we're not really sure what happened.
No, I saw it. The kid come in at the end. He tried to hold himself up, but he was right on top of the kicker. I forget the number for Nantucket, but he's right on top of the kicker, and they just fell on him. The kicker did a good acting job. He went down, and then Nantucket fell on him, so it's a 15-yarder. So that means Mills will be kicking off here from the 50, so you can play some games with this. You can kick it into the end zone and give him the ball on the 20 if you want. It's an easy kick into the end zone from the 50, but you could do like a squib kick and get it down around the 30, 25 and try to recover it as like a half of an onside kick type situation.
Could indeed.
But now...
Whalers got a few of the good hands guys up front.
But now the coach for Millis is upset, so maybe they're not going to tack it on. He had the same idea that I had, that they can get the 15 here, but I'm wrong, he's wrong. He's more upset than I am, though. It just rolls right off of my back. I'm not that upset with it. So they'll be kicking from the traditional 40-yard line. But as you say, a very quick 7-0 lead. That only took 1:22, John.
That is a tough way to start the game if you're the Nantucket Whalers.
This kickoff brought to us by Island Variety. Check out Island Variety for all your Halloween supplies. Cards, favors, party items, back-to-school items, Island Variety. And there is the squib kick.
This is just a squib kick. It's going to be down on the 25-yard line. Trevon Phillips on the recovers.
Yeah, that was all over the place here. Nantucket had a hard time finding it. Finally, he does find it and fall on it. So Nantucket will be starting here 1st and 10 on the 20, just shy of the 25. Let's call it the 24.
Brian, the pass quarterback has Keith Lewis out here in the slot and Dylan O'Connor wide on this side. Dylan Perry
spread them out all over the place.
Is playing the slot on the far side of the field. And the big tight end, Terrell Correa. Ball's going to go up the middle. It's a nice little hole. Gain of about 6 or 7 yards. That was Hunter Gray. Nice little hole, nice little run.
Yeah, Nantucket's going to spread you out, and they'll show that inside. They'll give the ball to Dylan. Dylan had a great game last week. He was the Inquirer Mirror Player of the Week. And Brian DePass is getting better each game.
In motion, they're going to roll to that side, try to throw it to Correa. And that was a nice play on number 32. He's slow getting up. Number 39, it looks like here. That would be, let's say 36. Let's say it's John Fox.
Oh, injury timeout.
Okay, an injury timeout on the field. We got you covered in town and out of town. Nantucket Island Pharmacies, in town, 45 Main Street, out of town, 122 Pleasant Street. Both pharmacies offer you prescriptions, nutritions, beauty products, health aids, qualified, knowledgeable staffs at both locations.
Well, he had a big target there in Korea. Turned around, was open. The ball looks like it hit him right in the chest. I don't know if the defender got a hand on it, but he got the worst of what happened afterwards. It looked like Korea came down on him.
Yeah, Nantucket is trying to get Korea the ball a little bit more. I even heard rumors they might line him up in the backfield for blocking and for running. I don't know if he's got the speed. I don't know if he's got the speed to get going in the backfield.
He's got the speed to run down a basketball court. He's not slow.
If they do it, we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting twist. This is not good. We're going to take a short break and be back with first period action. A good hand for the injured player coming off the field, number 32.
Chris Baker.
Chris Baker. He doesn't look like he could have seen any more action today, John. He's coming off very, very slowly.
No, it looks like he has an ankle or a knee. We wish him all the best. It's a hopefully maybe he just got stepped on when he came from behind. Made a good play on that ball. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Whalers. No, 3rd. I'm sorry.
Chris Baker is
3rd and 4th.
6 foot, 190-pound senior, cornerback, wideout. So sounds to me that they missed 2 starters. That's what happens when you have a two-way player get hurt. All of a sudden you got to come up with 2 replacements.
Absolutely.
More important, though, for the Whalers, they're working at 3rd and about 5.
Hunter Gray is the lone back. The pass moving his players around. Ball goes to the motion man. Perry looks to the outside, makes a pretty good move. I don't think he got the first down.
Nice move there to try to get it. They really strung it out, and he trying to cut back. Does Nantucket gamble here? They may. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see a flag. No flag. All right. Let's see if they gamble here.
Oh. On 4th and 2, way too early in the game.
Way too early. But, you know, your kicker is your quarterback.
Home punt.
They get the wind. They get the wind at their back, so they could. He could get this over the return his head. The return is standing on about the 31. He could easily get this over his head.
Low snap. Ball gets tipped, blocked a little bit, and it is gonna be the Mohawks ball on the 25-yard, Whaler 25-yard line. Not a good turn of events for the Whalers.
I don't know what he was thinking of. That ball was still behind the line of scrimmage. He could have picked that up and ran instead of just looking at it. The Millis Mohawks, Millis didn't have to pick it up. They knew it was their ball. But Nantucket, as long as it didn't go over the line of scrimmage,
they could have picked it up.
They could have picked it up and ran it. So not alert on that one. And Nantucket is getting off to a bad start here. Already down 7 and now giving Millis excellent field position here on the 25.
Millis comes out with their big looking offensive line. Whalers trying to dig in up front. Ball goes right up the middle. Nice tackle. First man through that time, but Shane O'Connor made a nice tackle on him.
Talking to the head coach Bill Manchester, he said the Millis line is...
I'm sorry, it was Keegan Bartlett.
Across the line there, 1 inch taller. That doesn't seem like much, but 35 pounds per man heavier. That does seem like a lot.
No one ever cared how tall the guy blocking you was. They care how big he is.
But, I mean, if you're 160, 165, you think you're in good shape, but the guy across from you is 210. If you're 200, he's 250.
Again, another run, a little off tackle. Runner finds the seam. He's going to cut it up. It's going to be close to a first down, if not easily a first down, it looks like.
Yeah, the word was that Millis is going to be a power team and power at you, but right now they look like they got a lot of scoot backs there that are doing some fine running.
Well, they're running off. They're running off tackle. They're looking for a way to cut back, and they're getting good blocking up front.
Up and coming plays brought to us by Nantucket Airlines. We're all about the island. Call now for reservations 228-6234.
1st and 10, ball on the 12. Shotgun formation, rolling out, looking into the end zone. Has number 2 right there, wide open. He's not going to make it. Wales gang tackle him. He gets pretty close, even though.
Well, Nantucket right now is not sharp in their tackling, John. They are getting a lot of bodies in, finally dragging them down, but they're not giving them a good pop.
Yeah, Keith Lewis in on that, and Correa came all the way from his defensive end position. But again, that receiver wide open.
Yes.
Wide open, and not for a second. Open all the way across. All right.
Now they go to the power formation here.
Now it is on the 3rd-yard line. They're going to go power straight up the middle, number 2. Touchdown. We'll see. Wales stacked it up pretty good, but I think it was very good. Wales stacked it up pretty good.
No signal, so you're going to mark it on the...
Right in the middle, Valentino Coleman. Nice job on that.
I think we got another guy hurt.
Andrew Erica, 45, another senior. He's listed as a lineman. It's kind of odd being listed as a lineman with the number 45. He can't go tackle to tackle. He has to be a tight end. Let's see if they go right over 77 again, the big stud.
Nope. Oh! A nice play action fake. And a wide open receiver in the end zone, and put it right in his hands. And just couldn't hold on.
Yeah, that was a fellow that had the first touchdown too. And, he would have had a second very quickly there, but as you say, just out and out dropped it.
A nice play action. Everybody went for sort of almost a Tom Brady-ish play action. Oh, big hole up the middle. Touchdown.
Wow.
So one of the quad captains there, Billy Tangney, a 1-yard run.
And just like that, with 5 minutes left to go in the quarter, the Millis Hopedale Mohawks. You think they called them Mohawks because there's an M and an H? Or were there actual Mohawks in Millis?
Actually, Millis has been here's the kick is up and good again. Actually, Millis has been a school for many, many years. Hopedale, which hasn't been, well, has been a school, but hasn't been a football team, sort of joined them. And it seems kind of unfair because, I mean, Millis was productive enough with that amount of kids. Now they get the extra kids from Hopedale, but they're in a tougher league, you know. So getting the extra kids to play in their league. Millis plays in the Tri-Valley Small, John. They're 1-0 in league, 2-1 overall. They play Ashland, Bellingham, Dover, Sherborne, and Norton. Norton is new to the league. I have a feeling that Millis will be the Division I in this league and get to a bowl because they're going to beat those opponents handily, I would believe.
The squib kick goes through Coleman's hands, picked up.
Yeah, they're doing that on purpose because they're kicking the extra points pretty well, putting them back into the cemetery, bouncing them off the buses back there. But when they kick off, they scrib them down 15 yards and get the ball bouncing around.
I don't know. That didn't look like it was on purpose to me. That looked like it. Maybe you're right.
Maybe you're right. Well, 2 good extra points and 2 bad kickoffs.
Yeah. Well, in any case, Hunter Gray with a heads-up play after the ball went through, got past Valentino Coleman. Wales is going to see if they would really be nice to get on the board in this quarter. Dennis.
Yeah, they need to get something going. They have the wind at their back. They need some momentum.
Gets a nice block out front. Makes a nice move. Stays on his feet to midfield. And out of bounds at midfield. Very, very nice run by DePass.
That run brought to us by the Sea Grill. All the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood. The Sea Grill, 45 Sparks Ave. A lot of action around here today, John. The girls soccer lost a tough one, 3-0 at Chicopee. The field hockey won a big one, 10-3 over Brockton. And the boys soccer tied Bourne 2-2.
Ooh, a throw to the big guy. Again, he's such a big target. You would think they would just be able to lay it in there. He was going to catch it just about the line of scrimmage, though, so it wasn't going to make too much of a difference.
Yeah, they're covering him in there. He's going to have to do a lot of running after the catch if it's going to become a productive play. Maybe using him as a decoy might be better.
Ball goes to Perry in motion. He takes turn the corner and he slips. I have to say, the Mohawks stringing it out very well, Dick. Their defense stringing it all the way out to the sideline, making it difficult for Perry to find a place to cut.
Yeah, they don't want Perry to turn it up the field. They read his stats from last week.
Will's got triple receivers on the far side.
3rd and long.
3rd and long.
8 yards they need to keep this drive going.
Perry in motion. The pass is going to the other side. Looking to throw. He's going to tuck it under. Look for that first down now.
He's close.
He's pretty close. Gets knocked out of bounds.
If they give him the out of bounds, he's got it.
Yeah, it looked like he went out of bounds right on the 40 from here, and that would have been 3 extra yards.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, I don't think they're going to give him a good mark.
Well, they're going to go for it now. They're not going to punt this one. It's going to be
they'll have to measure
4th
it.
down, probably a foot if they don't make it. I'm looking at it and saying they're going to probably
They're going to measure this one off.
probably miss it by less than a foot, John.
Very close. The pass, looking to throw, couldn't find anything. Tucked it under.
We'll have Gino's zoom camera zoom right in on that ball.
You got it, Dick.
Zoom it right in. This zoom is brought to you by Don Allen Ford. New and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen Ford. Zoom right out to Don Allen for a new vehicle.
Looks like they're going to have it. They got a good spot. They're stretching it out. 1st down, Whalers.
They got it. Just what I said, they'd get it by a foot. Didn't I say that?
You are always right there. I should know after all these years not to question you.
Never.
Especially when you change your mind halfway through.
That 1st down brought to you, as I said, by Don Allen Ford. Great deals going on
They
at
got
Don
the new
Allen
hybrid
Ford.
down there.
The new hybrid is out
It's
there.
a Prius killer.
A Prius killer, Gino tells me.
Yeah, it's incredible.
All right, Wheeler's got a drive going here now on the 42, 1st and 10. They would like to get on the scoreboard here to answer.
This is going to be just a quarterback holder, and he can't get out of the out. He can't get a loss of about 6 to pass. Again, the Mohawk defense did a nice job of stringing out and penetrating with number 21.
Yeah, Nantucket's not going to run. Nantucket's not going to run laterally like that there in Bakeson. They got to go north-south. Break the line of scrimmage and then start looking for holes. Mills is taken away.
Mills
the sidelines.
Mills got 3 down linemen, a nose tackle on 2 guys, and a couple of linebackers behind them, and it's a big, strong defense.
The problem is, John, those 3 down linemen outweigh our 5 offensive linemen. That's the problem.
Oh, a little screen pass, and boy, he had that sniffed out. That was Tyler Angel.
Well, they had one blocker there for with the man catching the pass. You got to put a block on 33 so he can catch it. The blocker is waiting for the ball to be caught, and then he's going to start blocking. You got to block first so he can catch it. Okay, 3rd and 14.
Oh, picked off. Still on his feet, flag on the play. Down the sideline, to the far sideline to about the 35, and a flag on the play.
The flag could be Nantucket holding, so it'll just be refused. Let's see.
I don't know, it came back, it came after the interception, I thought.
It won't take the ball away.
The pass looking for Correa over the middle on a little slant pattern, and he was wide open and just threw it into the defender.
If it's on Nantucket, they'll tack on at least 10 yards. If it's on Millis, if it's on Millis, they'll tack it back 10 yards. Okay, it's a big one, John. It was the holding, but it's holding on Millis, which...
A block in the back, I heard.
But if it came after the catch, they'll still keep the ball. If it came during the catch,
I thought it came...
Nantucket will have the down over again.
I thought the flag came out at any rate after the catch, after the interception.
Oh, I see.
They're going to mark off 5.
They're going to give him 10 yards, and Nantucket's going to get the down over again. Big break there for the Whalers. They're saying the hold came before the catch.
Before the catch.
Now after marking it all off,
now it looks like it's going to be Millis's ball. Now they're going to come back to midfield. So they're going to mark it off from the point of where where the defender got tackled.
Was there a personal 49-yard line?
So the foul was on Nantucket, but Millis. Well, I don't understand why Millis doesn't get the run.
When did referees stop coming to the field and signaling to the whole crowd what the infraction was?
Some of these officials are from the lingerie league out there. After they got fired last week from the NFL, they're taking high school jobs now.
Jonathan Holgate, number 54, in on that tackle, but it's going to be a gain of about 7. Whaler front having a lot of holes today.
They were showing some of the mistakes that some of the officials made, and I mean, there was one game 2 weeks ago that they showed. Team punts. The punting team downs the ball on the 5-yard lines. They have 5 guys there. The receiving guy got away from it, hoping it's going to roll into the end zone. They down it on the 5-yard line. 5 guys there. The officials set the ball on the 20-yard line. Oh my goodness! My goodness!
Oh, the pass is going to pull him down, but not until he gets to about the 5-yard line. Number 15, and that was. No, we can't see him because they put the Millis logo over the right over the numbers in the in the program. But again, wide open, not exactly a sprint pattern. Just got behind the defense and just sort of jogged in place until the ball got to him.
That's Ian Strong. Energy in action with Ian. Nantucket Electric, go Whalers, fight hard, conserve energy.
Well, you're right about the referees, the replacement referees, because it would have been a tough first half of the season to be a gambler.
Yep.
Oh, there's a
nice stick by Zachary Von Campen.
Can you imagine if you had part of your mortgage on Green Bay the other night?
Not that I ever gambled. Oh, let me put it this way. Not that I ever won that I was gambling. But yes, that would be tough. Any of those games. Name one of 6 games that happened over the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, but I mean that there was so bad. Well, John, this game is getting out of hand here, and we still got a minute to go in the first quarter.
It is. Can I go home at halftime if it's really out of hand? All right. Looking around. Nice little pick right there.
Baby, yeah!
You can put it on and get one more. Get a nice block right here.
Oh, great momentum killer.
Dylan Perry with the pickoff right on the goal line. Gets it back to the 40-yard line. Very nice play.
I thought Dylan had a chance to go. And there's where a power team gets a little bit stupid.
Gets a little sloppy. They could have just hammered it in until
all they could do is hammer it in and be up by 3 touchdowns. No, they get a little bit fancy, try to throw it in, boom. Big momentum changer. It almost was a taking it back the whole way. Dylan just needed one block to go down the sidelines.
All right, Whalers once again going to try to get on the board before it's too late. Little screen pass, little flare pass, and again smelled out. Number 10, Shane Finnegan.
Millis' defense is really strong.
Really Keith Lewis got that ball. He didn't have that ball more than a heartbeat before he got tackled.
Really, really strong Millis defense. Yeah, I didn't think they were that strong on defense. I figured they could do it on offense, but I didn't think they'd do it on defense. I thought Nantucket could move the ball.
The pass gonna go.
It's just holding right there. Give me a break.
A little bit of holding, wasn't called.
Korea was totally held. And they didn't call it. Give me a break.
Well, Korea's got to get away from him, though. I mean, look at 21, look at 81. You got to get away from him.
You have to be a little aggressive.
You got to be aggressive.
When a guy comes up to give you a thump, you have to give them a thump.
If he's being held by 21, he's got to flick him off like you'd flick a ladybug off your arm in the summer. Third and 15, so Nantucket needs a big play here.
Here he goes in motion. The pass is just going to take it the other way, and he's not going to get far.
So Nantucket will have to get ready for their second punt. First one was a low snap and then blocked subsequently. Punt brought to us by Cowboys, full service deli and butcher shop. Hot lunch specials and sandwiches available from Cowboys.
Now, how do you make adjustments for this, Dick? I mean, you're up against a defense that they spread out the edges very well. They're difficult to run around on. They're too big up front to run on.
Well, you got to do a little inside trapping, and you got to go back to a little bit of basic football. Right now, Millis is covering all these fancy plays. They must have seen Nantucket play. I saw a film on them, and what they're doing is stopping a lot of those plays and really stopping them.
Yeah.
For losses.
Very decisively.
Yeah. One last thing on that Green Bay fiasco the other night. The Green Bay local TV station did a good gig the next night. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday night. During their 6 o'clock broadcast, the anchor says that the regular weatherman's away, and they got to bring in a quote replacement weatherman. So the replacement weatherman is there, and he tells everybody that the temperature tonight is dropped to minus 160 degrees. But don't worry about it. There's a warm front coming through tomorrow, and it's going to go up to 200 degrees. And it's all going to be caused by 1,000-mile-an-hour winds. And then it ends with the regular anchor coming out and saying, "Replacement weatherman, get out of here."
Well, how can it be any more clear that the NFL is all about money, and all about gambling? And, you know, it's Vegas on a field, because those were the powers that made Goodell actually say, all right, let's do something about it.
I was talking to a couple of guys.
I find it hard to believe he was worried about the purity of the game. Not that that's wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, the owners are who he works for, so the owners said, no, we're going to fight this.
Yeah, until they saw they weren't going to make money on it, until people who bet in giant amounts of money on it started complaining.
Sure.
Very difficult to make those point spreads.
Come on, guys.
Big stop there, yeah.
Very nice stop. Everyone in on it. At the bottom of the pile, number 45.
Middle of the
Korea
line,
on the
doing
bottom
the job.
of it.
Good job there by the middle of the line.
Yep, Korea and Coleman both in on that tackle.
Okay, folks. Gino 99 is having a special advertising incentive. That's a logo zone that plays all day long. How much you ask? 15 per week, 100 spots per day. Your logo, website, phone number, 24 hours a day. If you're in business, retail, industry, cabs, anyone starting out a business, get your name out there and keep it out there. $15 per week. Give Gino a call. 825-8817. Be a sponsor of Gino 99.
Whalers got a penalty, and the ball is over midfield. 15-yard penalty. Have to be a personal foul.
Personal foul.
Again, they didn't signal what it was. Or I was just listening to that Gino TV special so much I missed it.
There you go.
There you go. Nice tackle. Cooper Voigt.
Cooper, good job there.
Pearl. How come, once again, the numbers we have bear no relationship to the...
No, that's Cooper. He just, you read him wrong sometimes. Pearl's, what, 56? I read it wrong when they were going off.
All right, so that was Cooper?
That was Cooper, 58. Pearl's 52. Sometimes you see him in a blur.
Is his first name Cooper or last name?
First name's Cooper.
All right. Well, good tackle anyways. That'll pick the Whalers up. A couple of big plays on defense. Sometimes they're all at knees. Whoa! Man. But there you go. No sooner did I say that, and the number 15, who's turning out to be this quarterback's favorite receiver, gets behind the Whaler defense, and that ball was laid out perfectly over his shoulder. There's a flag on the field.
Against.
Going to be ineligible receiver downfield against the Mohawks. Woo, big break for the Whalers. That was a nicely thrown ball, Dick.
It was just laid out there. He caught it in stride. No one else could catch it, and once he caught it in stride, no one else could catch him.
You're right. No one else could catch the perfect place to throw a ball. No one else could catch it. If the pass isn't complete, it's simply incomplete. No one else is going to get that ball.
Albert G. Brock wants to wish each student the very best year. Brock Insurance is here to provide you with all your insurance needs. 228-0104. Don Allen Ford. New and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen Ford.
All right, 2nd and 15. Nice break by the Whalers. Going to be a pass again. Looking over here to the flat.
Out of bounds.
That's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, that was out.
He just had one toe on the line, so...
A little too much. He was looking for him all the way.
Do they have the same rules as the NFL as far as...
Yes, much touch, 2 feet in bounds.
Yeah.
So 3rd and long. The attack could stop him here. You might force the first punt of the day for
Big play.
Millis.
Big play for the Whalers. If they can get it back on their defense. Oh, very nice play over there. Dylan O'Connor, number 10, made a nice play on the ball. Got it, hand on it, got it up in the air, and then made a second play on it.
Yeah, as you said, 2 good plays on it. Tipping it and then taking the receiver out as the receiver was tipped it a second time, trying to bring it back into himself.
So this was a big defensive series for the Whalers, Dick.
Punt coming up, brought to us by Island Lumber. Go Whalers. Pratt Lambert Paints. Rain or shine, Island Lumber is always on time.
When you cheer for the play, it overrides everything else that we're trying to do.
I can't hear me that well.
So we have a 20-second timeout called by Millis here. They want to talk this over before they keep it. Matica Marine, Yamaha Sales and Service, proud sponsor of Whaler Sports. Stirring your boat. Check with Matica Marine, 228-4527. Joe Repacking CPA, small or large accounting service available from Joe, 228-9090.
All right. Back deep for the Whalers, Hunter Gray. Man, oh man, the pass gets the ball, gets up to about the 20, and he is blasted.
Millis is a good tackling team.
Aggressive, not hesitating.
For high school, you don't see that good tackling like that, and they've made a lot of good tackles so far. We've only played 12 minutes of football. But the 12 minutes all belong to Millis, and Nantucket's got to find a way to get some offense going in this one.
All right, Gray in the backfield. He's a lone back. The pass is in shotgun. Receivers out on both sides. Correa in motion. The pass is just going to put his head down and run forward. Gets a couple on that play.
You know, Nantucket's in a tough position in their scheduling. You know, they're in Division 5, Mayflower small, but to play the non-league games, they They had played Blue Hills last week, 2 weeks ago, and lost. Bishop Connolly, next week they had another Mayflower Lodge. That's a division up. Opened up with Pope John. That's also Division 4A. And Tri-Valley, the small Millis is from Division 3A. So
yeah, they play like they play some good football. Nice catch. Korea gang tackle, still doesn't go down.
The big man won't go.
Gonna be a first down. And that's what you do with a guy who's
do you get
6
extra
foot
credit
6.
if you're one of the 9 guys that had the
You get a little star in your helmet at practice.
When the coach does the films later, giving out the tackles, you get 1/9 of a tackle. But Nantucket's big play of the day on offense. First down for the Whalers.
Again, just a couple. They had Korea, you had Korea do an interesting sort of tight end pull and try to go up the hole, but he came in too high. He was standing straight up and wasn't effective when he got there.
Yeah, that's what they want him to do some blocking of that. They also are thinking of handing the ball off in that situation, too.
Well, if he doesn't get down, get into some kind of a squat and get his shoulder down.
Yeah, if he's going to run the ball, if they hand him the ball, he's better get down a little bit lower than that.
Yeah, because if he stands straight up, he's not doing anything. All right, Perry gets it in motion, has a blocker in front of him. Nice block, tries to turn it up, and again, Millis strings it out to the sidelines and comes in, lets their safety come in and make a tackle for a loss of about 4.
Dylan Perry in Nantucket's got to turn it up sooner. You got to turn it up sooner. You got to see that hash mark. As soon as you pass that hash mark, you got to start thinking of turning it up. Because once you go past that hash mark and run sidelines, you're losing 3 to 5 yards. Turn it up at the hash mark, take your 1 yard gain rather than a loss.
Yeah, it's human nature, it's running back nature, I guess, to look for the big opening. But sometimes Willis isn't given to you. You got to take what you get.
It's not always there, and we're seeing that tonight.
All right, looking to pass. The pass, it's picked off, and it is brought back to the 25-yard line.
So Millis is setting up here with excellent field position. That pickoff was brought to you by Santos Rubbish Removal. They pick up everything. We clean up the islands. Go Whalers, Santos.
The pass looking for his big tight end, Korea, downfield. Korea has stumbled, and number 15 for Millis was able to cut in front of him and take that ball and did a pretty good job running with it after he picked it off.
Yeah, he read the play all right. He was right there. I think he intercepts that even if Korea doesn't stumble. So the Whalers are in trouble here now. They have to find a way to stop Millis, keep it a 2-possession game. And Nantucket's going to call a timeout on this side of the field. Fairgrounds Restaurant, fabulous food, fun atmosphere, and fair prices at the Fairgrounds make Fairgrounds and Pudley's Pub your football headquarters, John. Saturdays, you see all the college games on a multiple screen. It is Saturday. You can go over there after the game. Or
It's my favorite place to
tomorrow
have a few pints and watch a football game.
Tomorrow you can go over for the Pro Sunday, see all the pro games over at the Fairgrounds.
Don't forget Monday night, Chicago Bears, my beloveds.
The beloved Bears will be going at it Monday night. Gino lives and dies for those Bears.
We'll see if the Patriots can get a
The
lead.
Bears
Can get a lead in the fourth quarter that they don't blow this time out. That's becoming their MO.
A big game this weekend, folks. If you're a Patriots fan,
Bills are looking pretty good.
If you go to 1-3 and the Bills go to 3-1, that means you are 3 games behind because the Bills will be 2 up on you in the loss column in the tiebreaker. If you beat the Bills and go to 2-2, you could be tied back for first place.
I don't know what it is
with the Bills.
I don't know what it is the Patriots this year, but every time if they're in the fourth quarter and they don't have a 2-touchdown lead, if they're only up by a touchdown, it makes me want to puke because I know they're not going to hold on to it. They don't make any big defensive plays.
It's only 3 games, John.
Yeah.
It's only 3 games. The defense has gotten a little bit suspect and has not got better each week. They've got worse each week. Here's the time to turn it around tomorrow and get a little better and play.
When they're good, they're great, but you don't want them to only be good on some second down that doesn't matter.
All right, Mills is working second down and 6.
For all that yammering that we do about the Patriots, Whalers stacking up. Whaler, middle of the Whaler line starting to show this last series and this series. Middle of the Whaler line starting to show some pickup.
Maybe that's why Millis is thinking of throwing the ball as much as they are. They're having a hard time running against the Whalers in the middle.
Yeah. Coleman in the middle. And you got Keegan Bartlett, number 51. And Cooper Voigt, number 58. Who's over there on the far side? Zachary Von Campen, number 11. They've been doing a pretty good job stacking things up. So it is 3rd and about 3. Gonna throw, rolling to that side. Nice pressure on him. Out of bounds. Nice play by the Whaler defense. Nice pressure by Von Campen.
Millis shows a little bit of a shotgun there and rolls the quarterback right out, but Von Campen put the pressure on him. He had to hurry the pass, and it was dropped. But they're in 4-down territory, so they get another chance here. It's going to be 4th and 3, and a big, big play for the Whaler defense. They can stop them here now and keep it a 14-0 deficit and get the ball back. That'll be a feather in their cap. The coaching staff wants to talk about it here. One thing that you like to do in a game like this here, if you got some big guys in there and they're starting to get tired, is use your timeouts, especially in the first half.
Give them a little rest.
Give them a little water here, and that's what they're doing. Remember, you can read about this game and all the other games in the Enquirer and Mirror, Nantucket's newspaper, for all the news, information, and sports on the newsstand Thursday morning. Provided there's no fog.
Does that newspaper have a sports page?
They do have a sports page.
And they got a real good sports writer.
The crack statistician, Dean Geddes over there, keeping stats for the Enquirer and Mirror. Go, Dean.
That's right. Anyone who gives us any free stats, we will go right into the tank for them and mention their name 20 times on the air.
We love stats.
Because we're just way too lazy to do it ourselves.
We love stats. Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation, over 40 years of dependable service. Peace of mind, Harbor Fuel. What was that, Gino?
And we're also on the internet now.
We're on the internet, right? You can check out this game and all the other games, John. Go to the internet, GinoTV.com.
The interweb.
All right, here's the big 4th down play.
All right, gonna roll, looking to throw, gonna come back. Oh, almost picked off. Nice play, number 23.
Will Ferreira read that one. Well, Nantucket almost had 6 there, John. Will Ferreira catches that in stride. He's
gone if he
out
catches
in front
it.
of everybody.
And he looked like he had that one read out all the way, too. As soon as that quarterback turned his head, he came up.
So Will stays in his position there. Lots of times you see the quarterback rolling the other way. You leave your position, starting to follow the roll, but he stayed home and did his job. Let's see if Nantucket can build off of that. 4:25 to go here in the first half.
All right, they're looking to get the pass. Sort of a quarter. They've been going with this quarterback keeper, Dick. It's just not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, they had a little luck with Hunter Gray in a couple of runs there. They haven't gone back to him for a while.
But the keeper, it seems like the quarterback keeper, it's almost hard to blast off the ball fast enough, you know? And it's hard to, he's just sort of drifting up to that line.
Millis coaching staff's all pointing to the slot man there.
All right, the pass is going to keep it again. He's going to get some runs, get some room up the side. He's got a 1st down. Nice play.
Flag down, though.
Flag down. Coaching staff over here at H. Millis Hopdale was jumping up and down on that one.
They think it's coming back.
Yeah.
And they're going to call a hold on the Whalers, so that not only will come back, it will bring it way back. No waiting for your prescription refills. Phone ahead with your prescription refill numbers, and we'll have your order waiting for you when you arrive. 4 registered pharmacists and nurse on staff. That special number, 508-228-6416. Island Pharmacy. Nobody does it better.
Well, it's going to be back to their 10-yard line. It is going to be 2nd and 15 yards.
They just can't get a break. They just can't get any momentum built.
That was a nice run by DePass. He's going to step back and look to throw, putting it up for the big guy. And this one, luckily, Correa had to turn into a defensive back, and luckily got his hand in and tore down the.
He did a good job as a defensive back there too. Millis is sitting a safety way back there deep. They're going to take the long pass away from Nantucket, and that's a perfect example of it there. So Nantucket needs 16, John, and they're going to have to punt the ball back into the wind here with 3:26 to go in the first half, trailing 14-0.
All right, it's going to be a.
Oh.
That was going to be a little flea flicker play.
Yeah,
but Keith Lewis, he looked up, he saw some white shirts on him.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the ball to throw, tried to run it. Got almost back to the, I guess he got back to the original line of scrimmage, not much more.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to throw the ball deep downfield. Nantucket didn't have anybody there, so that's when he took off.
Gonna bring out their kicker at 4th and 14.
A little bit of wind going to be right in his face, so this is going to be a tough kick for Nantucket. So there's 3:12 to go here in the first half. Nantucket, I believe, only has one first down, John. This punt is coming up, tossed by Don Allen Ford.
High kick, it's going to shank out of bounds, though, it looks like. Nope, goes back in. And the ball is going to be on the 40-yard line. Not a bad kick, all in all. Whaler defense have to see if they can come up and make a couple of good stops like they did the last couple of series.
Yeah, you don't want Millis to go, score another one. Not only do you go down by 3 scores, but you also go into halftime with a bad taste. Right now, the defense has come alive. It's shutting them out so far the second period. You'd like to keep that all the way through, and they can go in and build on that at halftime. But now they have to play here. They have 3 minutes to stop Millis. They can stop him in a hurry to get the ball back one more time.
Millis got a little power formation. Ball goes to the second back through. And he grinds it out for about 6 before he stopped.
This is what I thought Millis would be doing all day. But they've been throwing the ball around an awful lot. They might go back into this right now, John. Not only will it
eat the clock up and
get a
move
drive
down the
going,
field.
they'll eat the clock up. Millis, I don't think wants to give Nantucket the ball back again.
Chris Ahi, the number 21, the little running back there. Gonna look to throw. Oh! Finally brought down by Jonathan Holgate at the 10. But that ball was caught again, shook a tackle. Another missed Whaler tackle, and that's not helping.
No. So much for power football. One running play back to the year. I thought he was throwing the ball to the first receiver, and I think the first receiver thought that too, and went over his head. The second receiver's right there. He might have been throwing it to the first receiver. Who knows? So Millis calls a timeout now, and 2:03 to go here. So they're going to have plenty of time, John. They're going to talk about what they want to do. What the coaching staff might be doing right now is the old call 2 plays right now. You know, run this, run that, so you don't have to waste your timeout right away and then save your timeout for 3rd down. So you call your 2 plays right now. Everybody's on the page with it. They could be doing that there. Cowboys Meat Market and Deli. Full-service butcher shop and delicatessen, including specialty sandwiches and all your meats cut and ground on premise. Cowboys, call ahead and they'll have your hot lunch specials or sandwiches all day at Cowboys. 228-8126. Collington & Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal commercial lines of insurance, auto, home, marine business. Collington & Coleman, established 1931, down at 57 Main Street.
2:03 to go in the half. First and goal. It has been a tough half for the Whalers. Millis, Hopedale Mohawks have shown themselves to be a strong little football team. Again, they go up the middle. He stays on his feet.
Down to the
about
4.
the 3. That was Pat Boy, number 3.
Well, they didn't have 2 plays called because they're back in huddle, but they're out of the huddle pretty quickly, so they might have had that second play call, and the quarterback just reminded them what the play is. And Millis has to take another timeout, and they're out of timeouts now. So Millis, for some strange reason, called 1 timeout and didn't have the 2 plays set up in there, so that's a little bit of a boo-boo for the coaching staff there. But they, it's going to be 2nd and 4, 1:39 to go. They can't stop the clock by a timeout, but they can stop the clock on an incomplete pass or running the ball out of bounds. We'll see what they come up with here now. Now they definitely have to pretty much give the coach has to give the team what their next couple of plays is, because they're going to be on their own out there. We see the Boost Club over there cooking hamburgers, hot dogs, and guisa for all the fans. Also, they'll feed the Millis team after the game, as they fed all the teams today. Boost Club had a busy day feeding field hockey, girls and boys soccer teams today.
The power lineup, 2 tight ends. Ball goes to the little back, second man through. He stays on his feet. Touchdown.
He gets in. So Billy Tanger gets his second of the day. This one from about 3 yards out, 2 yards out. And Millis is up 20-0. Bailey's a 6'1", 180-pound. He's listed as a quarterback. They have him running the ball here today.
When catching, he made that last catch too. Senior captain, co-captain, and the kick is good, and it is 21-0. Well, is going to go into halftime and have some things to talk about, Dick. What do you tell a team like that at halftime?
Well, you say, let's win the second half, you know? Let's do some positive things.
Well, you do enough positive things they could win the game. This wasn't that out of hand, except for the feeling that Millis can have their way with them whenever they want.
And what you got to instill in, I mean, you don't instill it at halftime, but what you got to instill in is you don't have a 21-point play, you know? So what you got to do, we're going to get the ball in the second half. Let's go out there and move down the field and score a touchdown and make it, 21-7 and build on that. You can't go out and score 21 points and tie the game right up.
Well, and the defense came up big. Not that last series, but the 2 series before that, the defense came up big, and so, that's something good to play on.
I think it's dark enough here to turn the lights on.
I do too. They should have had them on a long time.
Maybe. Here they come. Here they come. Get these lights on. That'll help the Whalers.
Let there be light, Dick. You said it, and it happened. A man with more power, more institutional power than anybody ever met.
I know you want to save on the
psychic.
electricity.
Maybe it's psychic power, not institutional power.
Maybe you want to save on the electricity bill, but, let's not wait till the last possible second to turn the lights on. Another script kick, John. Are you getting the point that they're doing that on purpose now? Do you believe me, John, that they're doing that on purpose now?
Not yet.
Not yet, all right.
Fervon Phillips holds on to it.
You're a doubting man.
Gets up to the 40, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe squid kicks are part of the game plan.
The Sea Grill, Nantucket's distinctive seafood restaurants for all season. The freshest seafood prepared your way at the Sea Grill. 45 spots there for reservations or takeout, 325-5700.
Go sit on a nice porch. Nice new porch setup they have.
Nice new porch out front, right?
Yeah. All right, the pass.
There they are, up the middle.
Handing it off. Not very, can't get much yardage. Gets about 3 on the play.
Well, it's better than losing 5 by trying to go sideline, so.
Yeah.
Run north-south. You don't lose you. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The
there you go.
Wow.
When you can't run up the middle, try something like this. So we'll see what happens.
They need to score.
It would be nice if it
formation
scored.
this
Kind of
is.
looks like it's a backyard game. Now that was trying to get the ball to Dylan Perry, but he was triple covered.
Yeah.
You really can't just let the ball go, but he had to either let it go or eat it at that moment.
Watch this formation. They're leaving the center there, Ian Smith, and he's got 3 guys at the block.
Poor Ian, he's a good blocker, but that's a tough
How do
assignment.
you block 3 guys?
All right, a quick handoff.
Ooh.
Perry tries it, gets hit, stood up and hit, and fumbles.
Ball comes out. Perry got hammered.
Yeah, he got stood up by by number 54, and then he got hammered by the next guy in.
Perry gets on his feet, walks back to the bench. That's a good sign. But he got hammered on that. In the old, I think we used to call that the swinging gate. Not quite the swinging gate. Spread them both sides. I don't know what you call it, but if you made that play up in the backyard, one of the kids might look at you and say, "Are you sure you want to run that play?"
You'd have to make the defensive lineman promise to count to 3 Mississippis before they came in at you.
Well, they hit the 3 there, but all 3 of them were rushing the poor center.
Geez, a nice defensive play that time by Von Campen. He's had a couple of good defensive plays this game.
All right, the clock is running. That could be the last play of the first half, unless Millis really hurries it up and gets one more off, and they probably will. So if this is a running play and it doesn't go out of bounds, this will be the last play of the first half.
Yep, they're just going to run it down. They're going to be happy to run it in the middle of the line.
So we have played one half here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. It's Millis with a commanding 21-0 lead.